Good evening, everyone. I want to start by telling everyone thank you for coming out tonight. Um, Sorry that we had to meet under these circumstances. It's never a good thing to have to meet under these circumstances, but I do appreciate everyone for taking time out their day, to be in attendance tonight to celebrate the life of my father, Ronald Luckett. As everyone know or may not know, my father did pass away of bone cancer. He had a rare bone cancer that he been fighting for quite some time. It's been really tough to deal with as a daughter to watch a loved one or just anyone that you love and that you spend a lot of time with, that you know, grew up with, whether a parent or not. I still grew up with him. So it was a sad time for me through this process. Excuse me. But once again, I do want to thank everyone for being here tonight. So I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but I do want to just kind of reflect and, kind of talk about my dad's life and what it meant to me. So my dad grew up, he had three siblings. My dad was the youngest of the three. Their mother, which was my grandmother, she was nonverbal. So I feel like my dad he already had a hard life. Not in a sense of like survival mode, but in a sense of having responsibilities at a young age. But I feel like that did help him with his communication. My dad was a great communicator. Everybody loved him. He was a people person. He was a talker just like me, as you guys can see. But once again, he had a hard upbringing with his mom being nonverbal and taking on adult-like responsibilities at a young age. My dad was a dedicated worker. He worked at his job for 20 plus years. He was a detailer at Byers Chevrolet. Like I said, great guy, known to everyone, great co-worker, everybody respected and, loved him as much as I do. I live in Arizona and my dad lives in Columbus, Ohio. So it's kind of to make a long story short, because I'm taking up a lot of you guys' time already. My dad has been battling cancer, like I said, for some time. I actually got a phone call from my brother, and he was like, you need to be on your way here. Dad's health is declining. I don't know, things aren't looking good. We don't know how long it's gonna be before things get worse. So I think it's best that you and Tashana, which is my older sister, get on the flight. So I booked the flight the very next day to Columbus, Ohio from Arizona, because I now reside in Arizona. I've lived here for 5 years. When I got there, it was a good time. My dad was still in good spirits. He was very sick. He was like bed bound, but he was still able to communicate. He knew who I was. We laughed, we talked, and we just had a good time. I actually came the day before his birthday, so the very next day after I got there, I was able to bake a cake and we was able to celebrate and sing happy birthday. I stayed for 7 days. Like I said, the first couple days was great. By the day that I left, my dad wasn't talking. He was, I would say confused. He didn't know who I was. He didn't remember my name. So, like I said, within that 7 days, his health deteriorated that quick. I was forced with a hard decision. I was there on FMLA. Excuse me. I was there on FMLA and my time was running short, so it was time for me to go home. So I had to make a decision. Do I stay and kind of just say forget the job and stay with my dad, or do I go about it the correct way, the adult way, and go handle my responsibilities with work and then make it back as soon as possible? So that's what I did. I booked the flight. I made that hard decision to book a flight and I went home. I got home very late that day, and I'll never forget, I didn't sleep good. I tossed and turned all night, but when I did wake up the following morning, I had a lot of messages on my phone, like text messages, like call me as soon as possible. And I knew, excuse me, my heart dropped to my, you know what, I knew I just had a gut wrench feeling that these weren't calls to see if I made it home safely. So when I called my brother back, he was with my mom, and they told me that my dad passed. So once again, I left that night, and before I could even open my eyes up the next morning, he was gone. That's probably the hardest thing about the whole situation is that I didn't get a proper goodbye, and you always think it's more time. We go in life all the time, running around thinking it's more time, thinking every day tomorrow is a new day, and tomorrow is not even promised, and we don't even realize it. So losing my dad has helped me understand time and relationships and love, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I just here to say we need to cherish and love on each other while we're here, while we have the time, while we have the availability. It doesn't always have to be a long stay, or it could just be a text or a call. But give people flowers while they're here, because you never know when you don't have someone. This necklace that I've been holding while giving this speech, this was the necklace that my dad had on his neck when he passed away. My last memory of him. I hold it dear to my heart. I don't even wear it. I can't wear it. It's just so special to me, so I just kind of keep it, I guess you would say, as a prop. That's pretty much it. Once again, I just want to tell you guys thank you for coming out, and I really appreciate your time. And I hope going forward we can have these type of gatherings, not under these type of circumstances. Family reunions and get-togethers and sleepovers at grandma's house. I feel like those things should be normalized and brought back within the family dynamics. And I just hope everyone can love on each other, and we can all grow and appreciate each other's time, and just be in each other's presence while we're still able to do so. Thank you for coming out tonight. I really appreciate you guys' time.